Hello students, I'm going to continue with the air pressure chapter over here. In the last video, I've discussed about the variation and how the air pressure is affecting or influencing the atmosphere. Today we are going to learn about the concept of the high pressure, and number 2 will be the low pressure. So today I am actually going to explain you about this two thing. The air pressure is being divided into two categories. Number one category is the high pressure, and another one is the low pressure. Okay, so what is this high pressure? The pressure or any pressure which is higher than the surrounding region, we call it as the high pressure. Okay, and this high pressure is being denoted with the capital letter H. Clear? So what is high pressure? The pressure which is usually higher than the surrounding regions, we call it as the high pressure. Next is the low pressure. What is the low pressure? The low pressure may be defined as any pressure which is lower than the surrounding regions, we call it as the low pressure. The low pressure is being denoted by the capital letter L. It is also termed as the depression or trough. Okay, so let us again revise this portion. So what is the high pressure? So the air pressure is being categorized into two sections, that is the high pressure and the low pressure. The high pressure is the pressure which is higher, or any pressure which is higher than the surrounding regions. We are calling it as the high pressure, and the high pressure is generally means the term H is being used to denote the high pressure. It is used to indicate the high pressure, means this H is actually used to indicate the high pressure. And what is this low pressure? The low pressure may be defined, or may be said that any pressure which is lower than the surrounding regions, we are calling it as the low pressure. The term depression or the trough is used to which is related with this low pressure section, and the capital letter L is used to indicate the low pressure zones. Okay, and the wind always blow from the high pressure region towards the low pressure zone. The winds always blow, or the air always blow from the high pressure towards the low pressure, because low pressure means the low air pressure actually means that the amount of the pressure that is present, or the amount of the air that is present in this particular region is not in a higher quantity, it is in the lesser quantity. So that is the reason. So the pressure, and in the air in the region which have the high pressure, this has got the higher quantity of the air. So just to maintain the balance between this, so the air always blow from the high pressure zone to this low pressure zone. The next is isobar. So what are isobars, or what is isobar? The isobars are actually the imaginary line that are drawn on map, specifically weather map, joining the places having same atmospheric pressure or the air pressure. Okay, so what is this isobars? So isobars are generally the imaginary line which we generally draw on the on the weather map to show the regions which are having the same type of the atmospheric pressure. It helps us to get a better idea about the regions which are having high pressure and the regions which are having low pressures. Okay, so the word isobar is actually a mixture of the two words. The word iso means actually equal, and the word bar means pressure, so it means equal pressure. So the word isobar actually means the regions which are having isobars means it is equal pressure. So now let us see the characteristics of this isobar. So number one characteristics of the isobar is that this isobar is expressed by millibars. Millibars, or in short we can write it MB. This means that we can denote the isobars or the unit of the the unit that are being used to measure after measuring the isobars is the millibar, which is in short we are calling it as the MB. Next, point number 2 is this: the isobars lines are usually drawn reducing the atmospheric pressure. Okay, next point number 3 is that the isobar lines never cross each other. Okay, so the isobar lines never cross each other. And point number 4 is that when the isobars are closely spaced or lie close to each other, they actually indicate the difference between the pressure, or the pressure difference is very high and strong winds may be or can be blown. Okay, so these are the characteristics of the isobar, and this is also the end of this video. I'll continue with the next of the portion in the next video. Thank you everyone.